As you heard the doctors, maintaining a strong immune system is really key when it comes to fighting off any forms of COVID-19, which makes eating healthy, well-balanced meals so important. Now, here's a quick classic for you. Your body will love you for this.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic!
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Here's the thing. Would you believe us if we told you that it's possible to have a one skillet meal ready in 20 minutes that still ticks off all the health and flavor boxes? Probably not. Well, Dr. Michele is here to show us how with a Clover classic skillet steak with broccoli, mushroom, and a spicy dressing. Yes, it is mouth-watering. The smells, the flavors coming from this kitchen right now is the perfect way for you to end. I mean, we threw you in every segment today, and we love having you, so this one is perfect just to end it off.
Cool. Well, you can see my pan's already hot, so we can go through this quickly. We have a beautiful steak here. What I like to do is, I mean, if you're using an oil with a high smoking point, put a little bit of oil into the skillet, and a little bit of oil onto the steak really helps to get that flavor dispersed nicely. I like seasoning the steak as well, so a little bit of oil onto the steak, both sides. We have a nice piece of baking paper here.
That is a beautiful piece of meat.
Beautiful. So a little bit of oil, salt bay it.
And I think I've learned one thing with your cooking now is season is so important.
Season all the way and continue to taste as much as you can. So this is going to make a lot of smoke, but let's get it on there. I like to do it so that it's aesthetically pleasing. So against the grain, you just get it nicely down. Okay? While that's cooking, these guys, there's so many ways of cooking broccoli. The way that I really love to do it is to get them dressed in a little bit of oil as well.
Okay.
Again, it's all about the seasoning.
It's all about that salt bay coming through.
So a little bit of oil onto the broccoli. And while the steak is cooking, you can get this onto the skillet as well. And this gives them a beautiful char. And it also gives them a little bit of that steak juice. If you've got a big enough skillet, I'm just going to show, for example, okay, we have these beautiful button mushrooms. Same thing, dress them in olive oil into the skillet, and you allow them all to char.
I love this method because usually with my broccoli, I'm like boiling it and then you're just boiling out all that nutrients and all the flavors into it.
Absolutely.
This way we're still keeping the broccoli intact.
These tender stem broccolis, you can actually eat them raw and they're still delicious. A little bit of char gives them just that little bit of depth of flavor, and it also makes them look really nice. Then to finish this while that's going, we're going to work on the dressing.
That is where I come in, right?
Yes. So it's about a cup of that. You can just put 3 or 4 tablespoons into the bowl. It's Clover's dairy snack. Really nice way to enrich a meal like this. You add a little bit of dairy, a little bit of extra nutrient. Better than a mayonnaise or hollandaise. This is fortified with so much health. And a little bit of aromatics really makes it taste exactly the same. So it's coriander. A little bit of coriander in there.
And one for like the table as well, just in case like the table is having FOMO.
It's important, otherwise how would everyone know?
Just put it wherever.
Chopped parsley.
Okay.
A little bit of chopped green jalapeno chilies, which adds like a nice spice. It's not too hot, but it adds such a nice spice. Teaspoon or 2 of lemon juice, depending on how much you want. And then garlic powder, because garlic makes
This is our favorite at the moment. Like, we use garlic powder for everything in the kitchen, and I love it.
And you are the garlic queen.
The garlic queen. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing. However, the hero of this dish is, of course, the Clover classic dairy snack. It is deliciously smooth and creamy dairy snack, and it gives quite a creamy taste to the delicious flavors of the stuffed the stuffed steak that we have going right now. It's also a source of 10 vitamins and is available in various flavors, of which today we make use of the plain flavor because it is just plainly amazing. I know that steak is talking to me right now.
It's talking to all of us.
Okay.
As you can see, I don't know how nice you can see it on the screen, but it's got this beautiful char. I like to say about 3 minutes. 3 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other side, and then 2 and 2. But you always need to feel, you can always feel how cooked a steak is by just touching it. At the end, I season with pepper, so you get a little bit of pepper onto it. You don't want to put pepper in the beginning because it burns. And as soon as it's done, you take it off, slice it up, and top it with your dairy snack.
And don't forget to let your steak rest. If that's one thing that Graham's taught me, and he's taught me a lot of things in the kitchen, is let that steak rest. And we're going to let you rest now. Thank you, Dr. Michele.
Just like the steak.
Just like the steak. We're going to let you rest because you've been phenomenal today on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. For you at home, with Clover Classic, you also still stand a chance to win your share of 500,000 Rand in prizes. Now, to enter, buy any Clover Classic custard. You can buy a dairy snack, even a fat spread, or even mayonnaise. praise and WhatsApp the till slip of your purchase to 074 909 0000. Now remember, those T's and C's do apply and can be found on clover.co.za. It's classic, timeless taste, but if you missed out on any of these steps to this amazing recipe, here is a quick recap just for you.
Made with love by Clover.